So it's a little bit dark and I probably look a little bit weird and tired, even more than usual. But that's because we've finally had our new addition to the family. So yeah, I'm taking this opportunity to quickly get this little bit in here whilst I can, because yeah, time is definitely a rare commodity these days. But yeah, we'll get to that shortly. Firstly, Volvos. Elsa, the Volvo 740 in particular. In a recent video, I explained to you guys that I'm having a warm start issue. It's been something that's been ongoing for about a year or so, isn't it? But I actually did a video on it where I addressed it properly and actually tried to fix it. Didn't get to the bottom of the issue. Still haven't. But I did just want to say thank you to everyone that commented on the video where I talked about the issue with the car. So many comments. I was blown away. Actually, you guys, some really helpful suggestions. I just wanted to say thank you for it. I know some of you really put in a lot of time and effort into trying to help me fix the problem. Went away and did research, some of you, and came back, and then, you know, some of you even days after the video had a thought and just came back to the video and commented something. I could tell that you were thinking about it and you were trying to figure it out with me as well, so I really appreciate that. And I did just want to highlight one comment in particular that was probably the most least helpful comment in a technical sense, but probably the best comment for other reasons. And it was a guy that's just bought a Volvo 240, or he's about to, and he said that the channel has been a huge reason for that. Obviously on this channel you can see how the Volvo community is. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed it, even if you're not part of the Volvo community, and we've all seen how great that it is, and that's a big part of the reason why I'm into Volvos. Just as much as the cars, it was actually the people that got me into Volvos, the community. Rick, who I've mentioned on the channel before, big Volvo guy, how amazing he was, who, you know, sadly no longer with us, but he, you know, being a huge part of the reason why I actually started in Volvo to begin with. Yeah, it was the community just as much as the cars, and just like this guy pointed out, how friendly and helpful and just like good Volvo people are. Like, it's definitely one of the best car communities out there. Maybe even the best. It's just absolutely fantastic, and I love it so much, and that's a big part of the reason why I do what I do as well. So yeah, it's really amazing to see it, isn't it? So in this video I'm going to do something not mechanical at all, because what can we do when we can't fix something? I still want to spend time and money on the Volvo, so even if she won't start, I'm still going to spend money on it anyway, because I love it, an unhealthy amount. But yeah, I shouldn't really treat it to nice things, nice gifts, which you're about to see, when she's playing up and she's not starting. But maybe that's not the way to think of it. Maybe the way to think of it is, if we do treat her to nice gifts and we do lavish her with nice things, we do spoil her and spend money on her, maybe she'll reciprocate and start behaving and actually be a bit more open to being fixed. Because I've been trying to fix this problem now for over a year. I've tried everything, it feels like everything, and it's still not fixed. So, but I will just say, just to clarify a little bit as well, on a couple of your guys' comments, a lot of you said crank position sensor, which on this car it's an LH 2.2, so it's got the pulse sensor on the distributor. It's not a traditional crank sensor. Basically has the same function, doesn't it? But I'm getting a very consistent spark when this happens. I should have said that in that video, although at that point I wasn't 100% sure. I've double and triple checked since. Definitely getting a good spark when the fault is present, and definitely needing to open the throttle to get it to start. That does make a huge difference. Definitely getting foul plugs, wet plugs, black plugs on startup. Definitely getting smoke out the exhaust. So it's definitely flooding, definitely sparking, but it tries to start and then it floods straight away. So it's over fueling for some reason. And of course I've tried the coolant temp sensor wiring, checked it from the ECU side. Well, I've still got more things to try, like the ECU and a couple of other things that you guys did point out, so I'm going to keep going on with it when I get 5 minutes. But yeah, in the meantime, let's go ahead and spoil her anyway. Hopefully it's not one of those situations where I've been scammed. We've packed them good. It's like pass the parcel. There they are. So they've been resprayed. Hopefully it's a good job that lasts. I saw this in the pictures, I could see they'd been redone. Obviously, hopefully it's a proper job. It's obviously just been done as well, so they've sort of refurbed them to sell them. Yeah, guys, 15-inch. Oh, yes. And this is the other side. Yeah, not that good. So I don't know if it's the wheel itself or the tyres. They didn't say anything about it, but on both these rear wheels, they've actually written on there rear left and rear right, Hinton in German for rear. So the front ones were okay, but yeah, both these back ones, that looks like maybe if it's been, that looks like maybe it's even been hit out to try and straighten it out, perhaps, don't know. But yeah, they're going to be a little bit wobbly, so that's why they've written on these two to put them on the rear left, rear right. They didn't write anything on the front, obviously it's obvious, but yeah, there's less weight on these front ones, so if you're going to have wheels that are kind of egg shaped, it's better to have them on the back. You'll still feel the vibration obviously, but it's a bit better if it's on the front. You'll really feel it in the steering wheel and then it'll shake, which isn't as good. Neither are ideal, but obviously you'd rather have it at the back, and you're probably going to feel it a little bit less, I think, anyway. So yeah, but we'll see how they are on the road. They didn't say anything. They didn't say, look, they're too out of shape. So they've given them to us and said, and like, they didn't say anything, so they obviously balanced up in the end. After a lot of weights, they've zeroed out, so hopefully anyway. So this is it without caps. And this is it with. Yeah, I'm definitely voting for with caps. I think that looks way nicer. But they both look good, because these caps actually fit the Multi-X wheels. So I probably shouldn't have told you guys that, in case any of you find out where I live or see this car at some point, you might steal these caps, because they're quite expensive, because they fit the Multi-X as well. So yeah, they're kind of rare and everyone wants them. So if we do get a set of Multi-X's in future for Lily, which I definitely would do, but they're just really expensive, kind of like 600 or 700 euros for a set here when they eventually come up. But when sometimes they come up without caps. So if we get a set, these caps will fit on those wheels, and those wheels also look good without caps, but better with. And these, I think either or, but I'll just leave the caps on, of course, because it looks even better. It just looks that little bit nicer, that little bit neater, a bit more original. But yeah, how nice she looks now. Finally, 18 months I've been waiting for this moment to have a nice set of steel alloys on this car.
Nice.
You like them?
They're good.
Just good?
Very good.
Very good? You happy with them?
Yeah.
I don't have to take them off again?
No. No. That's surprisingly good.
Surprisingly good?
Yeah.
You weren't that keen on them to begin with, were you?
No.
When I got them out the box?
Yeah.
But now?
I like them.
You like them?
Yeah, and they look clean.
They look very clean.
Make the chrome pop.
Yeah, and really suit the blue. Might be too boring for some of you. You would have said, should have got some hydras on there, or some what are they, Virgos? Whatever they are. Turbo wheels, fast wheels. But I always wanted to keep this car, you know the style I'm going for. Original and 80s and, you know, all that stuff. But yeah. And so yeah, the new arrival. I'm absolutely stoked. Arrived in the mail the other day. You can't really see it because there's a hand in the way, but yeah, it just looks so nice. It's just a really, really, really nice design, and I've wanted it for ages, so really, really happy about it. You can see that I'm starting her off young. Definitely not hanging around. Definitely influencing from an early age. Yeah, hopefully she'll turn into a Volvo chick. To be fair, a lot of our car passions come from our parents, don't they? I'd say more often than not, if someone's into a certain brand, it's because of their parents. So the chances are good anyway. So we'll do our very best. So, but yeah, all going well, all going good. So yeah, whenever I can find 5 minutes to string a video together, I'm definitely going to do it. But you know, it might be a little bit inconsistent just for the next couple of weeks, but we'll see how we get on. See you in the next one.